This thing that looks like milk is actually a woman's bathwater. And this is the milk that poor people drink every day. Women take a bath with milk every day in order to stay young. Walking in the snow on a snowy winter day. Admiring the falling snow. While watching a rose in full bloom in the white snow. Accidentally scratched his hand. As the blood fell, she couldn't help but make a wish. I hope my future child has white skin like snow, red lips and white teeth. The blackened crow's wings are as tough as a rose. Soon the queen gave birth to a girl as she wished. The princess is very cute and the couple named her Baishui. Snow White is naturally beautiful and kind-hearted. Loved by people. But the good times didn't last, the queen died of illness. The king fell into extreme sadness. And then a mysterious black army suddenly appeared to start the war. The king led his cavalry out of the city to meet. And this mysterious army is far from the horror as imagined. They seem to be made of ceramics and shatter at the touch. Soon this team was defeated. The lord found a woman Lavana in the crowd. He was immediately conquered by Lavana's face. Forget the pain of deceased wife in an instant. Soon after, Lavana became the new queen. Who knew he killed the king on the first night of his wedding? Then she opened the city gate, let in a real black army. It turns out that Lavana was the leader of the black army. She opened the gates and the castle was quickly captured. Snow White was imprisoned and only a few people escaped. After the war, Lavana made herself a king. As long as she is beautiful in her heart, the power of man will always surround her. With permanent beauty, you have unlimited power. So she would take a bath with milk every day to keep her youth forever. Give the used up milk to the poor for free. Lavana's methods are cruel under her brutal rule. The country that was originally thriving has become a life-threatening nation. Lavana has a magic mirror. She asks the magic mirror the same question every day. Magic mirror, who is the most beautiful woman in the world? This is a question that Lavana has always been worried about. She wants to be the only beauty in the world. Japanese-style car beauty. At first, the answer from the magic mirror was just as she thought, but time passed by in a flash, years passed. Snow White gradually grows up. Suddenly the answer of magic mirror changed one day. Now a girl has grown up. Her beauty surpasses you. If you want to stay young forever, you have to eat her heart. And that girl is Snow White. The queen lifted up a woman with only one hand. Then opened his own huge mouth of the abyss. The pinched girl is aging fast. It turns out that this is her secret of eternal youth. She uses the vitality of a beautiful woman to transform it into mana. Not only can maintain beauty but also enhance the magic of women. Knowing that Snow White's heart can keep herself young forever, Lavana sent her brother Lao Bai to kill him. Unexpectedly, Lao Bai saw Shui's face with a wicked heart. But what he didn't expect was that Bai Shui secretly hid the weapon. Then Bai Shui escaped. But what if there are chasing soldiers outside? In an emergency, she crawled into the sewer and temporarily hid in. But I didn't expect the exit of the sewer to be a cliff. For freedom, she resolutely jumped into the sea. Fortunately, Shirayuki did not drown. She struggled to climb to the shore. After landing, there happened to be a white horse lying lazily on the ground outside. So she rode a white horse and galloped all the way. But the chasing soldiers followed and they followed them in desperate pursuit. Bai Shui knows that she can't stop at this time. I can only speed up like running ahead. When passing by a swamp, suddenly the white horse fell into mud and couldn't move on. Seeing that the chaser rushed to Bai Shui, she had to abandon her horse and walk. After seeing this scene, the chaser turned around and ran away. It turns out that this is the legendary Black Forest. This Black Forest is a weird and dangerous place. Whoever enters has gone and never returned. I have hallucinations since Shui entered. In an instant the ground was full of birds and large bugs. The trees turned into ghosts and attacked Shirayuki. The weak and windy Shirayuki was so scared and fainted. The chasers ran back to move the rescuer. Lavana became furious when she knew it, because when she enters the Black Forest, the magic will be invalid. So I can only find someone who is familiar with the Black Forest. Lao Bai found Brother Hammer. He had hunted in the Black Forest before. Brother Hammer didn't want to go. Lavana, who has never been rebelled by Shu, gets angry. She wanted to kill him right away but she realized that the hammer in front of her, probably the only one who can catch Shirayuki. Lavana had to say that he could resurrect Hammer's late wife. Forced to threaten Brother Hammer and took Lao Bai and the others. Experience is different. He quickly found Bai Shui. Bai Shui told him that the queen's purpose was to kill herself. Brother Hammer finally realized that something was wrong, although he had a deep love for his deceased wife. But he is not a person who loses his mind for love. He kidnapped Bai Shui. Asked Lao Bai to fulfill his promise to resurrect his wife. But after all, there is no way to bring the dead back to life. Seeing that Bai Shui was found, Lao Bai stopped pretending. He confidently stated that even if the queen is great, she can't bring people back to life. Brother Hammer found out that he was fooled. Suddenly burned with anger, raised the knife and slashed at Lao Bai. I don't know if Brother Hammer is too strong or the enemy is too weak. Brother Hammer quickly killed several entourages, and kicked Lao Bai into the quagmire. After defeating Lao Bai and them, Brother Hammer ran away with Bai Shui. The Black Forest threatened them all over and alarmed a giant beast. Brother Hammer almost died on the spot. At the critical moment, Bai Shui's lion roar skill bluffed the giant beast. People and beasts look at each other for a while. The behemoth ran away shyly. I thought they were temporarily out of danger. The accident happened again while resting. They were attacked by a group of dwarfs. I thought they would scream forever. As a result, the little people were attracted by Zi Shui's appearance. Just let them go. At this moment, Lao Bai led someone to chase him. The dwarfs took the two to their secret base. It's like a paradise. There are not only rare animals but also many elves. A group of people spent the first night without incident. When Shirayuki woke up the next day, he saw two birds. Two elves drilled out of the bird. Under the leadership of the elf, Bai Shui met Bai Lu, the guardian of this forest. From Shui Shui to the front stretched out his hand and stroked its head. Bai Lu bowed his head to salute her. Everyone witnessed all this and discovered that Shirayuki had healing powers. Bringing life to the earth depends on all his illnesses will disappear. But I haven't waited for everyone to enjoy too much peace. When the accident happened, the old white belt was killed. So they went forward separately. Hammer led away old Bai alone. And Shirayuki gave it to a dwarf to protect. Prince William, hiding in the team, found the opportunity to act alone. He rode after Bai Shui and finally met her. Brother Hammer on the other side is not Lao Bai's opponent at all. He beat Lao Bai a few hard punches. When he was in pain, he saw a wooden stake not far away. He pounced on Lao Bai and pushed him hard against the stake. The sharp stakes penetrated Lao Bai's body. Lao Bai died like this. But Bai Shui is not so lucky. To save Shirayuki, I blocked the flying arrow with my own body and sacrificed honorably. The army sent out hasn't caught Bai Shui. Livana doesn't want to wait any longer. Lao Bai's death caused her energy loss. She must get Bai Shui's heart as soon as possible. Otherwise she will age and die. So she went out in person. The girl's family died because of Livana's arrival. In order to get revenge, she crossed the mountains and rivers. I want to find the help of my father's subordinates. But what Bai Shui doesn't know is what Livana is also planning. She became like William. Lure Bai Shui to eat a poisonous apple. Bai Shui was poisoned and fell to the ground. And Livana slowly changed back to what she was. At this time she has become an old woman. She desperately wants Bai Shui's heart. But when they were about to start, Brother Hammer rushed over. Livana knew she couldn't beat her and turned into a black crow and ran away. She was hurt this time too. In order to regain her strength, she sucked up the lives of a team of men. On the other side, Bai Shui, who was too poisoned, closed her eyes. William is desperate but powerless. I can only give him the last kiss. But the plot in the fairy tale did not appear. William's kiss did not bring back the dead. Bai Shui is still drowsy. William could only carry her back to the castle where the Duke was stationed. Here are all the supporters of Bai Shui's father who used to be the old king. Actually, after life and death, Brother Hammer has an indescribable sadness for Bai Shui. Brother Hammer came to Bai Shui's side, staring at her beautiful face and heart like a knife. Even if Bai Shui can't hear, he now also treats those unspeakable feelings vent to Bai Shui. After an affectionate confession, Brother Hammer cried and gave her a kiss. No one thought that Bai Shui woke up because of this. Bai Shui realized that after waking up, it's time to overthrow Livana's rule. She gave an excited speech in front of everyone. Watching Bai Shui come back from the dead, those who are inspired more firmly believe that Bai Shui can lead them. The god who overthrew Ravana. After rectifying, Shirayuki led the army to press down on the castle. But how to get in the castle surrounded by the sea on three sides has become a big problem. Shirayuki remembered the shortcut she found when she ran away. So she sent dwarfs as scouts. Because of height, the dwarfs successfully avoided the guards and opened the gates. Bai Shui came in with a man and a horse. Shirayuki at this time is like a female warrior coming for revenge. Catch the thief first. Wang Bai Shui knows this truth well. So she took the lead. All the way through thorns and thorns to kill Livana. But Livana was calm. She is waiting for Bai Shui in the hall in a Chinese dress. Behind Bai Shui are William and his team. Livana frowned. She seems to look down upon Bai Shui's act of finding a helper. The hand is her using magic power to drop countless black fragments on the hall. After the fragments landed, they evolved into a human form and surrounded the crowd. Even though the helper was besieged, Shirayuki could not stop. She bravely waved her long sword and slashed towards Livana. Peksul didn't have enough energy at the beginning. But then he stabbed Livana without paying attention. Livana, who was still domineering the previous second, became very weak in an instant. Then began to age rapidly and finally died like this. At the end of the story, Shirayuki inherited the throne. Became a beautiful and kind king. The face is the reflection of the heart. And those who are blinded by desire. Long ago no longer beautiful. If you do nothing for your own sake, will only become more embarrassing. Okay, it's over today. I am an orange, wish you the way I like it. Instead of slowly walking towards goodbye.